Minji walks toward the park. The walk takes about 10 minutes from her apartment. She knows every step of the way. She has walked this same path hundreds of times, and yet it always feels a little different, a little new. This morning the air has a slight chill to it, the kind of chill that feels clean and alive. She pulls her cardigan a little closer around her shoulders. Her breath makes tiny white clouds in front of her as she walks. The streets are quiet at this hour. She passes a small convenience store with its lights already on. A young man is stacking bottles in a cooler inside. He does not look up. She passes a line of ginkgo trees. Their leaves have turned bright yellow, almost golden. They line both sides of the street like a parade. In the early morning light they seem to glow from within. Some leaves fall as she walks. They drift down slowly from the branches above, turning as they fall, landing softly on the pavement. She steps over them carefully. She does not want to crush them. She reaches the entrance to the park. There is a wide stone archway. She passes through it, and the world becomes quieter, greener, softer. The path follows the river. She turns left and begins to walk along it. The river is wide and still this morning, flat as glass. The pale sky above is perfectly mirrored in the water below. Two skies, one above, one below, and Minji walking between them. She takes a slow, deep breath. The air here smells different from the street, cooler, cleaner, with a faint smell of water and earth and leaves. She loves this smell. It calms something inside her. A group of older men are fishing at the edge of the river. They sit in folding chairs with their lines in the water. They are not talking. They are just sitting, patient and still. Minji wonders if they are actually fishing, or just sitting by the river with an excuse. She thinks that is a very good way to spend a morning. A group of elderly women pass her going the other direction. They are walking briskly, arms swinging. One of them waves at Minji as she passes. Minji waves back. They have never spoken, but they recognize each other. Two people who love this path. That is enough. She arrives at her favorite bench. It is set slightly off the main path, tucked under a large willow tree. The branches of the willow hang down around the bench like a curtain. It is like a small private room made of leaves. She sits down. She places her hands in her lap. She looks out at the river through the trailing willow branches. A heron stands at the far edge of the river, perfectly still, standing on one leg. Its long neck is curved. Its eyes are fixed on the water. It waits, and waits, without moving a single feather. Minji watches the heron. The heron watches the water. Time passes. The river moves. Then, in one fast, smooth movement, the heron strikes. It pulls its head back up, something silver in its beak. It tilts its head back. It swallows. Then it returns to stillness, patient again, waiting again. Minji exhales slowly. She had not realized she was holding her breath. She smiles. The sun has risen higher now. Its light falls across the river in long, golden ribbons. Minji tilts her face upward. She lets the sunlight warm her cheeks, her forehead, the bridge of her nose. She closes her eyes. She stays very still, like the heron. After a long while, she opens her eyes. She stands. She stretches her arms once more. She looks at the river one last time. Still moving, always moving, going somewhere. She turns and walks back toward home. Her steps are easy. Her mind is clear. She feels ready for the rest of the day. After a simple lunch at home, Minji goes out again. She has her small canvas bag over one shoulder. She has a short list in her mind. A few things to pick up. A few places to stop. Nothing urgent. Nothing complicated. Just the small business of a day. She walks around the corner to the cafe. It is a very small place, only 4 tables inside, and one long counter by the window. She has been coming here for 2 years. A small brass bell rings as she opens the door. The cafe is warm inside. It smells of roasted coffee and something sweet, perhaps cinnamon, perhaps cardamom. She cannot quite tell, but it smells welcoming. Junho looks up from behind the counter. He is a quiet man in his late 30s. He always wears a dark apron. He almost always has a small coffee stain on it somewhere. "Good afternoon, Minji," he says. "Good afternoon," she replies. "The usual?" he asks. "Yes, please," she says. "A hot Americano. No milk, no sugar." She takes her spot at the window counter. The seat is high, and she has to step up slightly to sit on it. She settles in. She puts her bag on her lap. She looks out the window. The street outside is quiet in the afternoon. A cat sits on top of a low wall, watching the street with half-closed eyes. A postman cycles by slowly. A woman in a red coat stands at the crosswalk, waiting for the light. The light changes. She crosses. The cat yawns. The street is quiet again. Junho sets the coffee in front of her. A plain white cup on a plain white saucer. A small square of dark chocolate on the side. He always puts a small square of chocolate. He has never explained why. She has never asked. She just appreciates it. She wraps both hands around the cup. She breathes in the smell of the coffee, dark and strong and slightly smoky. She takes her first sip, bitter and warm, exactly what she wanted. She sits in the cafe for about 40 minutes. She reads a few short articles on her phone. She watches the street. She thinks about nothing in particular. At some point she eats the small square of chocolate. It is dark chocolate, 70% cacao. It is very good. She pays, says goodbye, and steps back outside. The afternoon air feels colder now than before. She buttons the top button of her cardigan. The supermarket is 3 blocks away. She walks there slowly, looking at the shops as she passes. A flower shop with chrysanthemums in the window, white and yellow and deep purple. A shoe shop with a sale sign in the window. A small bookshop she has been meaning to go into for months. She makes a note to herself to go in next time. In the supermarket she moves slowly through the aisles. She picks up a pack of soft tofu, a bundle of green onions, a small bag of dried anchovies for stock, 2 ripe persimmons from the fruit section, orange and smooth. She tests them gently with her thumb, just right. She pays at the cashier and walks to the pharmacy. She picks up her vitamins. She asks about a cream for dry skin in winter. The pharmacist is helpful. She recommends something gentle. Minji buys it. Then she walks home. Her bag is heavier now. She carries it in both hands in front of her. The sun is getting lower. The light has turned golden and long. Autumn light. Her favorite kind of light. She walks home slowly, enjoying every bit of it.